Okay, so on this sheet of paper, I have Pinterest-inspired makeup looks written down. Most of which, however, I wrote down a while ago, so I'm hoping that I can find the image I had in mind at the time that goes along with the vague description, but we'll see. But to decide between those ideas, I have labeled 1 through 7 on a name picker wheel, and I'm just going to let this pick for me. I can't remember what most of them were, so we'll just see what I end up doing. I don't really have one that I'm hoping for initially. Let's see. Alright, 6, cool. Now, what was number 6? Okay, on my sheet of paper for number 6, I have written down light blue with sparkle. Okay, like I said, most of these I don't remember what they were. The lower number ones, like 6 and 7, no. Before you even start, no. But the last two that I have, I actually wrote this morning, so I do know which one that was supposed to be. Okay, so I was talking to myself, but I went ahead and got rid of my glasses, and as you can see, I have put my bangs back. So that you can see the reference I'm going off of, I'll put it probably here, so you can see what I'm kind of aiming for. It is just an eyeshadow look. I'll try and do more for the rest of my face, probably just simple stuff. I will not be trying to get my eyebrows to look like that. I don't feel like altering my eyebrows that much just for one look. I don't even know what palette to even start with to get the blue, so I guess I need to go and find something. I almost started talking again before I had the thing ready to record. But I do have a few palettes that could work. Or, okay, I have like 2 that definitely could. And then I have this one that's a little darker. See, like, I'm trying to get it to focus. I think that could work if I didn't have better options. But I'm gonna try some other stuff first, which should work. Like, with this palette, let me open it. Got this palette, got this color that I think would look really close to what I'm going for. And then I've also got, I'm trying to make it focus, so that's why I'm covering my whole face. But I've also got this palette from Morphe with very similar colors. Actually, now that I'm looking at the palette and the picture itself, I feel like these colors, like this and the Whimsical Bloom palette, are too bright. However, this, I think, would be a really close match. I don't know what I want to start with, though, even though I found the shade. I suppose I'll go in with concealer. What are you doing? For whatever reason here lately, not every day, but more days than I would care for, I have been waking up super early and just having a very difficult time to fall back asleep. So a lot of the time I just don't. And today is one of those days, and I've been tired the entire time. And I figured recording videos would be a little something to add some substance to the day and keep me from just being like, I'm so tired. Alright, and for mascara, I'm going in with Tarte. It is Lights Camera Lashes Platinum. I'm showing you even though it's super blurry. I definitely should have started with mascara so I wouldn't be wiping off concealer when I start all this. I lost my train of thought in the middle of speaking. I should have started with mascara so that way I wouldn't be cleaning off mascara. I can't talk, oh my gosh. I should have started with mascara So that way when I'm cleaning up all the mess I'm making, I'm not also taking off the concealer I put on. That statement took 3 attempts, if you need any indication as to the level of tired we're at. I could have also just been neater with the mascara, but I feel like that's asking too much. Okay, since I have made this glorious mess, I'm going to go get a Q-tip, wet it, and then clean everything up. I don't know why I unpaused the video. I'm not ready at all. Okay. Delirium. Alright, now that I've got that cleaned up, I guess I'm just gonna dive into the eyeshadow. And we are using, I know I showed it, but I'll say it anyways. We're using the Morphe 35Y or Escape Artistry Palette. I got this at TJ Maxx. At most $20. And we are going in with the shade Lucid. I can see where the concealer is creasing. Oh well. You can't. Yeah, I think I'm delirious right now, to be honest. This kind of matches my little headband. Nice. You know, I'm glad I do like the random little Pinterest looks, because otherwise I would never use this color. I'm wanting to bring it more in, but I'm worried the whole eye is just gonna turn periwinkle or whatever. But bucket we fall. Oh, I might be doing it. I might be achieving the look. This is much more pigmented on her side. Yeah, well. It's inspiration, not copy and paste. So this past weekend, we went out with my husband, or some of my husband's work friends, to a karaoke bar. And it was a lot of fun. But now I have Bloodhound Gang stuck in my head. And, you know, just various songs that were sung there. I didn't sing. Well, okay. I sang. However, the bar was so loud. I wasn't one of the ones with the microphone. But the bar was so loud, I could sing my little heart out. And nobody be any wiser. They'd see my mouth moving, but that was all. It was apparently an elderly woman's birthday party being held there as well. So happy birthday, Barb, I guess. It was kind of cute seeing all the old folks singing up there. Because there was one very elderly, very stiffly moving older man. Like, that was somebody's grandpa and maybe even some small baby's great-grandpa. But he got up there in front of everybody and sang. Good for him. Wholesome. I don't know. I'm gonna add a little bit more. I feel like I'm just messing this all up. I'm sure if I used the appropriate brushes instead of just using a blendy brush for everything, I might actually get the intended look. But that would require a little bit of thinking, and come on. I can't even sleep right, and you want me to think? I think not. Maybe I can clean this up with concealer a little bit. You think? I hope you're thinking, because I'm not. Okay, I'm gonna stop here with the top. No, I'm not. I saw improvements to be made, leave me be. Okay. I doubt you can hear it, but my dog is munching away at her food. And we're going to get a makeup wipe because I was blending with my finger as well. And now I'm turning into a Smurf. I think my dog can tell I'm like kind of hyper because like she's being kind of hyper. Is that right, Bella? Is that right? Do you want to say hello? Come here. Come on. Come forth, dog. You must grace us with your presence. Come forth. She's just licking her mouth. I think she ate hair. Someone also, and I'm assuming, well, I don't know if I should assume that all the elderly people there were at Barb's party, because the majority of the people there were old. But there was one lady, regardless of whether she was with Barb's party or not, who sang Adele, which is an interesting choice for a loud bar. However, I love Adele. However, she did not quite sing like Adele. She sang so unlike Adele, even, that I was tempted. Not really, but somewhat. I had the thought and immediately dismissed it. That's how much thought. That I could go up and sing Adele, but a different song, so we're not copycats. But then there would be moments where it was a little quieter, and I got to hear myself just a little bit, just enough to think and, hear a tiny bit of my voice. And after all of the extensive singing that I was doing while no one could hear, it appeared that my voice had gone. And while I had a few drinks in me, I wasn't quite embarrassed myself drunk. I was good times drunk. But you know what? Even if she didn't sound quite like Adele, good on her for getting up there anyways. It's what the point of a karaoke bar is for. You don't go up and sing because you sound amazing. You go up and sing because, wee, I'm having fun. What am I doing? Blabbing deliriously. So not much new. Okay, so. Use that as the thumbnail. Don't. Or do, I don't care. Okay, so it looks like the glitter is like kind of white, kind of blue. I don't know if I have anything quite like that, because the glitter is also a little chunkier, or at least it kind of looks that way. This palette's not gonna help me. I feel like I keep seeing like a blue sheen on my cheeks. So I'm going to wipe it off a bit. Just a little. So I don't feel like really thinking that hard on it, so I'm just gonna use this. No, I'm not. I'm thinking too hard on it. Instead, what we will be going with is on the opposite side of that row. Right here. I just scratched this with my nail. But this is the shade Enlightened. This could do. For what I've got, I feel like this is decently close. I ain't mad at it. Also, recently, I ordered a cat tree for my parents' cats, which is an obscure thing to buy, I know, but I had one sent to them, and I didn't even really elaborate, that I was sending that specifically to them. I just sent a message to my mom, and I said, hey, I'm sending y'all a present. Should be there at the end of the week. Didn't say what it was at all. Just left it a mystery. And then come Friday, or whenever it was that it got delivered, I got the notification and said, hey, go check your door. Get Jacob, my brother, to bring it in. Because it was a pretty big box. And she was like, oh, okay. And then I assumed they opened it and she was like, oh my gosh. Okay, did you have somewhere in mind for us to, where you wanted us to put this, or does it matter? And I was just like, I think they'll like it if it's by a window, so they can look at birdies. But wherever. And since then, since it's been put up, I've gotten many a picture of both cats hunched in one of the little cubby holes or perched on top of it, which I eat up. And the reason I sent them that was because for Christmas, I sent all the pets Christmas gifts. I sent the dogs some chew toys and treats, and I sent the cats some little mice toys, a little tunnel they can run through and like hide in and swat at your feet when you walk by. And the cats, I don't think have had a toy prior to that, and they are just eating it up. They love it. One of the cats even has like a favorite toy. So I was like, okay, well, they're really enjoying this, and I didn't think they would really play with them. And they've never had a cat tree. So let's send them one that I've got before and see how they like that. This is starting to look like poop. It's starting to look like poop. It's dirty that way. Like, this one turned out fine. I don't know what happened here. Kind of feel like a clown, not gonna lie. Am I a pretty girl? Also, for this blush, I am using Adore from Rare Beauty. Okay, and like the reference photo, I am going to fill in my brows with a brow pencil. Because I know I said I wasn't going to, like, do my brows like her, shape-wise. I can try and go and, like, make them look done up. Also, like any reference image I'm ever going to use, I don't know who the original creator of this look is, so if you want to give them credit, let me know, or post it in the comments, let me know, blah 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 blah. You know what I mean. You know, I know it's supposed to be sisters, not twins, but I wish they would act like they have the same daddy, you know? Also, this is from Wander Beauty. It is their pencil and brow duo. You know, if I do feel normal-ish later, like not dog-tired, I'm gonna have to wipe all of this off. Because if I don't feel dog-tired, I'm wanting to go walk around outside and enjoy the weather while it's nice. I don't know what I want to do for lips, so I'll put that off just a little bit. I just saw people drive by on motorized bikes, not a motorcycle, and it's a strange sight. Also, this is new. I'm not used to this specific product, so hopefully I do this right. I'm not sure how I feel about it, but I'm leaving it alone. And that is a liquid highlighter from ColourPop in the shade Sugar Donut. It isn't exact, of course, with the reference image, but I'm alright with it. I need to get lip stuff. Bye. Okay, I am using Benetint. It is a lip and cheek tint. Let me try that again. What shade are you? Alright, for lips, I am using the Benetint lip and cheek tint. I'll be honest with you, I don't know what shade it is. I tried to find it for you. It just said raspberry tinted. And I have used it. That's really pretty. I have used it as cheek tint too. Works good. However, I recommend doing the dots on your cheek, quickly working that in, and then doing the next one, and wherever else you want blush. Otherwise, at least for me, it just kind of left like a dot stain. And that's, you know, not the look I'm going for. I kind of really like that. This looks so nice, it makes the rest of it look worse. It kind of looks like I've been eating fruit. I kind of want to do black eyeliner. Just a little bit. Might as well, I haven't got anything else to do you? Just a little bit. This is going spectacularly poorly. If this pen wasn't messing up, it would look nice. I think I may have salvaged it a little bit. I need to fix this a little more. But overall, it still looks like shit. It's not that bad. I do like it more. One day I'll just cave and do fake lashes and call it a day. It's just smearing it around. Okay, that's infuriating. I was having such a good time, a grand old time even. Alright. Not happy with it. No. It looked fine-ish before. It's not that bad if you don't look at it. It's not even. I'm going to throw this away. Trash. Alright, I think I've salvaged what I could of the eyeliner. I should have left it alone. It isn't even. I do hate it. And I will immediately be wiping this shit off. I'm going to wipe it off now. Okay, well, that's all gone. Yeah. Okay, well, I've wiped. Okay, well, I've wiped away most of my hard work, or at least the hard work that was the point of the video, because I messed it up. But I hope you enjoyed watching anyways. Thank you for watching. Bye.